So you're in a calorie deficit, but you're not losing any weight. You may have lost 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 kilos to start off with. However, now the weight won't budge. So here are 2 things that you need to look into. Okay, let's talk about the first one. The first one is making sure that you are actually in a calorie deficit. Okay, so a lot of people will come to me and they'll tell me, yes, I'm in a calorie deficit and nothing is happening. I won't lose any more weight. Like, what's going on? Is it my metabolism? Well, it could be your metabolism. There's 2 different things that could be happening here. So it could be your metabolism, and it could also be that you are actually not in a good enough deficit. Okay, so sometimes because of so many months or years of dieting, you have to cut your calories down to so little that it will be so hard for you to even stay healthy. So it will be so unhealthy for you to come down to such low calories because your metabolism has tanked. Okay, so you have to take that into account. So if that is the case, then oftentimes what you do need to do first is fix your metabolism. So that will mean getting yourself on maintenance calories, okay, and building muscle. All right, so that will be a very crucial step on your journey. Okay, a lot of people think that if they want to lose weight, it's as simple as, okay, I'm going to put myself on a deficit and then I'm going to do as much cardio as possible. And those 2 things combined, I'm going to keep losing weight until I've lost 20 kilos. And that simply will not happen because your body is smart. Your body is going to think, hold on, what's going on here? I'm not getting the food that I used to. Okay, in the beginning, yes, you'll see huge changes, maybe for even like 6 months, 8 months. But after that, once you've lost, let's say 10 kilos, 15 kilos, 20 kilos, after that, if you are not strength training, if you are not focusing on your macros, you will just stall. Nothing will be happening. You will be plateauing and you will find it really hard. Okay, so it will be very crucial for you. This is part of your weight loss journey. This is part of your journey to a healthier, stronger you. And it's eating more, getting your metabolism fixed, right? And a lot of people miss out on this and then they're stuck. Then the other thing is making sure that you are actually in a calorie deficit, okay? So in the beginning, you might be able to get away with measuring things by eye, just eating less food, making your plate smaller, using your fists to measure out food. That might work in the beginning. However, as time goes on and things become a little bit harder, you might have to be stricter with the calories that you're eating, okay? So you might have to focus more on whether you're getting enough protein in. I would advise to anyone who's doing weight loss to do it precisely from the beginning, because if you just do it kind of, I'm just going to do cardio and eat less, okay? That's where the problems are going to hit you later down the line if you're not doing it properly, because in the beginning, you'll probably put yourself on a massive deficit. You lose a lot of weight, but your metabolism will tank, like I said in the first mistake, okay? So the best way to do it is to do it in a sustainable, you can still do it relatively quickly depending on how much weight you have to lose, but it's always the best to do it in a sustainable way from the get-go, okay? And then have planned phases, okay, in your program, making sure that okay, for the next 3 months, I'm going to be in a deficit and I'm going to be focusing on strength training. In the next month, I'm going to do a maintenance phase, and am I even filming? Yes, I am. And I'm going to up my strength training even more so I can build some muscle and fix my metabolism, okay? So important to be doing that, okay? Hence why it's so good to work with someone who knows exactly what they're doing. If you want to work with me, coaching form is down below. Let's have a little chat. We can always just come up with a plan that you can do on your own, okay? So you're not leaving the session with nothing. Now on to mistake number 2. So oftentimes I'll get girls come to me and they say, I want to lose weight, okay? And these are just regular looking girls. They don't have much definition. They're just what you would call, you know, skinny fat, you know, someone who is lanky, has a bit of a belly going on, you know, a bit extra fat on their body, but like nothing major, right? And they think that they need to lose weight because they don't look the way they would want to look. And so in this case, it's not a matter of losing weight. A lot of people are mistaken. And I was in the same position as well. I thought in order for me to look good, to have that kind of model, kind of, not necessarily like a Kate Moss model. What I mean is like a fitness model physique, right? I need to be in a deficit and I need to exercise a lot. And that is simply not the case, okay? What you do have to do if you want that toned look, and you know, that should be every woman's goal. Every woman should want to look toned, should have muscles, not too much, like it doesn't have to be a lot, but your goal should always be to get stronger, because that is so, so, so important for a woman, especially as we head into our 30s, 40s, but that doesn't mean wait until that age. You have to get started way before to get those benefits at that age. So, yeah, if you're thinking, I need to keep losing weight in order for me to look the way I want to look, the best thing to do for someone who's skinny fat, and I've had this with a lot of clients, okay, you actually have to put yourself on surplus calories and up your training intensity, okay? And what that's gonna do is grow your muscle, okay? And because you're a newbie, okay, that is going to do something called body recomposition. So at the same time as you're gaining muscle, your body will shed fat because of the extra protein that you're going to be eating and because of the extra training. So before you put yourself on a deficit, think to yourself, do I actually need to lose weight, or do I just want to be more toned, more defined? Do I just want more muscle? Okay, that's the question. So quick recap. Mistake number one, maybe you're not tracking properly. Maybe your metabolism needs to get fixed and you need to give your metabolism a break. So that means going on maintenance calories, bringing your metabolism up. Maybe you actually do not have to be on a deficit, okay? Maybe what you do need is more food to grow, all right? I know it's so hard to wrap your head around these two things, especially the last one, but as someone who's worked in the industry for almost 3 years, that is such a huge, huge mistake that women make, okay? So please don't be the next woman that makes that mistake, because you're gonna suffer long term, okay? And it's gonna take you nowhere. So if you're interested in working with me, get the link down below in the description box. Also, if you want my beginner strength training guide, comment down strength and I'll send it right over to you. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.